Previously on Random Question.
What color underwear is your favorite?
I mostly wear blue underwear.
Cool. I'd wear black.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Macaroni and pepperoni.
I had a bowl of yogurt.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. That's the random episode.
13 Studios.
That's gonna upset some people. People are not gonna love that.
That's even a better reason to do it.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a fun one.
I'm all for fucking with people. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's my
of
favorite
course.
thing.
What else is there to
exactly.
do?
What else? We're two white guys on the internet, Alex. We can do whatever the fuck we want. You know?
You know, you're braver than me because I like to fuck with people too, but like within controlled settings.
Okay.
Like I feel like you're more brazen and like you'll just fuck with anybody anywhere. And like I live in Chicago and I'm truly afraid that most people have a weapon on them.
Yeah, but I feel like you've never seen me fuck with somebody like crazy though. You know? I would even go as far as saying you've never even seen me fuck with somebody, really. Yeah, I really don't think you have. Because most of my fuckery comes like when I'm at PAX East in Boston, right? Where I'm like I fart in an elevator with a bunch of people. And like, you've never really seen that. You've only seen a really mellowed out Joey C, man.
I guess so. I love the idea of just your idea of fucking with somebody is just farting in a closed space.
Dude, yeah, because then they got to sit in my fart, dude.
You should start like a prank series on your channel and it's just farting on people.
I think that would get me shot in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even a violent person. If a stranger like walked up to me and farted on me, I would have to go to jail. Like,
no,
that just
I
is
think
what it
I'd
is.
punch him, dude. For
dude,
sure.
It's crazy. I'm thinking about I have a script written. I want to do a video about the CTA out here, the transit system.
Okay, yep.
Because I got a ticket for hopping a turnstile recently.
Wait,
which is like
what
annoying.
Is that even? What is it like? The thing like in a metro station where you got to go through the thing and it.
Yeah, like I didn't pay to get on the train.
Oh, so you jumped it? Yeah, you fucking criminal.
I didn't jump it. It was somebody was coming out. So like one of the trains had just gotten out, and the station I was at, you go down the stairs to get to them. So everybody's like a wave of people coming up the stairs, and somebody had came out through the like handicapped accessible door. So I just like slid in behind him and didn't pay, and then a cop came and got me and was like, "Hey man," so I got a ticket for that.
Wow, that's crazy. They caught you.
They were there. So this is part of the whole thing. They were clearly there to be catching people that day.
Okay.
I came down and they were all in like plain clothes. They weren't like, uniformed officers.
Oh yeah.
So I'm minding my business. And most of the time, almost all the time, when people come up to me at the trains or just generally in public, it's just like, "Yep, how you doing?" And just kind of keep moving. I don't really let people stop and talk to me. So this guy comes up and like kind of comes this way, and I just keep walking. But what I heard him say, he's like, "Hey, can I see your ID?" And that's what got my attention. So I like stopped. I was like, "Sorry, what's up?" And he said it again, and I was like, "Sorry, who are you?" And he was they were all in plain clothes except for the belt and the vest, and the vest they had on said Counterterrorism Department.
Oh.
So yeah, it was all bullshit. So I had to pay like $50, whatever. It was a ticket I did the thing, I got caught. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the phrase that he used that really upset me was like, "Yeah, they got us down here. We're enforcing these quality of life crimes."
Quality of life crimes.
Yeah, for skipping out on my $2. And it's like, this all wraps to what I was saying about farting on people. Half the time I get on the train, dude, it smells like human shit.
Yeah.
Like, it is not the most pleasant. Like, it's always like a spinning, like, Wheel of Fortune wheel of what you're going to get whenever you get on the train. Is it going to be, like, the homeless guy in the back who hasn't showered in a year? Piss, shit, weed, cigarettes. Like, it's foul most of the time I'm on the train. And I guess I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, farting on people. I guess I just kind of deal with that anyway, but
that's fair. At least when like we're at PAX East, and if you don't know, PAX East is like one of the biggest gaming conventions on the East Coast. At least there, all we deal with is like BO and like fucking weird kids like saying ooh and shit like that.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we have to deal with poop. you know, which is good. I'm happy
Yeah,
about that. The less I have to deal with poop, the better. You know, really.
100%. The alley behind where I work, where I take the trash out, I came out the other day, and like the neighborhood that I work in they've got multiple like homeless encampments. That neighborhood's got a really bad problem. And I came out to take trash out the other day, and just a big old fresh pile of poop just over by the dumpster. I was like,
Dude, nice.
to be fair, like it was not pleasant for me to experience, but like if I were homeless, I'd at least do the courtesy of doing it near like a dumpster. Like it's better than just like the sidewalk.
That's a good point. I have taken a shit behind a dumpster.
Hell yeah.
That was because I was picking up our other friend Adam, and I was waiting for him to get out of the bar, and I really had to shit. So I just, ran behind the dumpster. I had to poop. I had quit smoking cigarettes, so I had the shits. My body was in shambles, you know what I'm saying? So I had to poop, and the only reason it was behind the dumpster was because it's a big structure and nobody will see me actually doing the deed, behind the dumpster. It was more like a hidden thing, so maybe the homeless guy was just trying to stay hidden, keep his dignity,
Of course. I pee behind dumpsters quite regularly.
Well,
because as a man,
that's right.
As a man, that's just our privilege,
dude. And I fucking piss in my parking lot sometimes.
I piss in my pants sometimes,
dude. Me too. When was the last time you shit your pants? That's not my question.
The last time I shit my pants, I have not shit my pants since I have been the age to not shit my pants. However, 2 years ago, I had food poisoning and I sharted. I didn't shit.
Yes.
But it was just like a touch. It was a dribble. I was getting over food poisoning, and yeah, it was like,
yep.
It was like, it was one of those deals where yeah.
Did you feel horrible about yourself after? Because I did.
No, because I was sick. Like, or at least that's what I was willing to just like compartmentalize. Be like, well, I didn't actually because I was sick.
Yeah, that's fair. I've never. I swear to God, this is the funniest thing I ever experienced. I was back in like high school, maybe middle school, and my neighborhood friends, one of them had a trampoline, right? So we were jumping on the trampoline and like doing the butt bounces and shit, and he jumps up and does a butt bounce, and he fucking shoots back up and goes, "Oh shit, I shit," and he shit his pants.
Unbelievable. Bouncing around on a poop covered trampoline.
That's right.
Like when you would get on a trampoline after it rained and there's like the water bouncing up all over the place, but it's just diarrhea.
Yeah, you know what? That was the price we paid to have trampoline. We were just happy to have it.
Yeah.
It was a shitoline, or whatever.
Shitoline.
Yeah.
Shitoline. I'm in a sing-songy mood today. It's weird.
It's very out of tune, but whatever.
My neighbors, the kids I grew up next to when I was younger, they had a trampoline. The one brother was like an actual gymnast and stuff. And my parents did not want us going on that trampoline. They thought it was like so dangerous.
Yeah.
We never got hurt, but like my parents were very anti-trampoline. And I was like, oh, come on, that's dramatic. Sure, they're dangerous, but like, what isn't? And then I might have told this story on the podcast before, but I was in college, and a couple of my friends and I went to a trampoline park, and one of my friends broke his leg there, and it was like a pretty awful experience. And since then, I'm like, if I ever have kids, I'm anti-trampoline. You know what? It convinced me.
I'm not. Dude, our friend Adam also broke his leg at the trampoline park, and still, that could not... I'm a skateboarder, dude. I jump down stair sets like every fucking day. Fuck it. I'm pro trampoline.
And my parents were very anti-skateboard as well. My parents did not let us ride skateboards.
That's fucked.
Which is weird. My dad skateboarded when he was younger, and his whole thing was like the type of injuries you can get from it. And I was like, okay, but you let us play football.
Yeah, that's a very good point, to be honest with you.
My uncle got me a skateboard for like my, I don't know, like 8th or 9th birthday, and it was fucking sick. It had Iron Man on the back, and my parents took it and they were like, yeah, we're just gonna go put it in a safe place and we'll take it out again sometime. And I never saw it again.
Yeah, that was kind of like when my uncle got me a joint for my graduation party, and my mom said, I'll put it away for safekeeping. I never saw that joint again, man.
And then called the cops, and I never saw my uncle again.
That's sad. We had different upbringings, Alex. That's true.
Apparently, Bill Clinton did that to his brother. I learned that recently.
He what?
His brother was like a drug addict, and when Bill Clinton was like early in his political career, he was a governor in Arkansas, and people viewed him as like not tough enough on crime, so he sent his brother to a federal prison.
Really? You know
Yeah.
what is? Let's hang on. You know how like Joe Rogan has like that Jamie guy?
fact check. Fact check.
Hey Jamie, check if Bill Clinton's brother.
Jamie, can we
Bill
pull that
Clinton's
up?
Brother sober? Is he sober now?
Jamie, pull up that video of that bear ripping that guy's head off.
Hang on. So on his last day in office, Bill Clinton pardoned his brother for
There you
that
go.
same conviction.
There you go.
Hang on. Cut this
It's
out,
funny.
Alex.
I read a Hunter S. Thompson book about the presidential election of '92. So Bill Clinton getting elected, and oh boy, if he knew then what we know now about Bill Clinton, because even back in the '90s, he was writing about like, hey, this is a creepy fucking guy, and it's aged pretty well or poorly, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah.
It looks like he is not sober still.
No.
Which is just that I thought for sure we were gonna be like, well, he did it to get his brother sober.
No.
Nope.
No.
No, it just didn't work.
Nah, that shit never
Unfortunately.
works.
Addiction is a disease, folks.
Yeah.
Addiction is a disease. I love this podcast. Actually, I hate this fuck ass podcast.
No, you don't.
I love this podcast because the point of this podcast, Alex, is to do a random question. And for like the first fucking 50 minutes of this insufferable podcast, we just shit talk. And you know what? It's because we don't see each other often. You're a busy guy. I'm always asking you to record every day. And you're like, no, dude, I can't because, fuck your podcast.
It's
right?
it's hard for Joe to get through to me. I put my publicist out, my lawyers out. It's hard for him
true.
to even get through to me.
It's true. Meanwhile, you look at my phone, and at any given time, there's like 20 unread text messages from Elex, and I'm like, yeah, I'll read it.
Hey. I also realized the other day I felt bad. I guess I shouldn't feel bad. But I realized the other day the only thing I ever send you on Instagram is like super cool skating videos.
Yeah, why would you feel bad about that?
Because it's like the only thing I send you.
It's how we bond, Elex.
Yeah.
I don't send you nothing. Actually, let's look live. Jamie,
Pull up my DMs of Joe.
hang on.
Jamie, pull up my DMs with Bill Clinton.
Dude, oh my God. I don't want to show my screen, but I'm going to show you, Alex.
Okay.
Just at any given time, like how many fucking unread DMs I have.
Dang. It's all porn bots. Follow my site.
Oh my God, it's still going. It's still going. Hang on. Just hang on. Alex. Oops. Alex. Yep, the last thing I sent you.
2011.
Jesus Christ, what was the last meme I sent you? Oh my God.
I'm willing to bet it's golf related.
All right, I'm in 2024. Hang on. It was July 27th, 2023.
Dang.
It was the last thing I sent you on Instagram.
Dang, dude. Dang. What was it?
It was a motivational tape.
It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move.
The great thing about life. Get it? Yeah. There's something very funny about getting life advice from like an old Italian New York guy.
That's my life. That is my life.
A cup of coffee. Yeah.
Every time I am at like a family reunion, my uncles are like, Joseph, the thing you're missing about life is you gotta enjoy the food more. And then once you enjoy the food more, then you can enjoy the rest of your life. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
That's incredibly
You know?
wise, actually. I dig that.
I just made that up, Alex. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't know if you know this. I took an IQ test one time and I scored negatively, and they actually banned me from using their site. And I thought, well, what if I just sign up with a different email? And then they told me no. So I'm not sure. I thought I scored good. They asked me to match the circles and the triangles, and I thought it was like a math problem or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think I did okay.
And then I gave him my credit card number.
Well, I did that, but then they contacted my doctor.
Ooh. Ooh.
So I'm not sure. I have to go see the doctor soon for a test of sorts. I assume because I scored good that everybody does that. Am I getting sent away?
Yeah, this is the last time I ever see you. They send you to the sanitarium.
The fucking paddy wagon, dude. The fucking mental institution. I'll be all fucking wrapped up in a suit going, "Gay, get me out of here." Alex, am I cool?
You're very cool. You know there's the I guess colloquially. Well, I was sorry. So that's what that big ass building up at the top of the hill in our hometown is. That used to be like a mental ward.
Yeah, it was like a world-renowned mental ward.
And then before that, I believe, maybe I'm mixing stories up, but I think before that it was a tuberculosis ward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Tuberculosis kind of died off, and then it became for the mental patients.
So, fun fact, a tangent, and it's not going to make sense. And maybe it's cool to people who grew up in our area, is my babysitter used to work there in like the 60s or 50s or something, right? And my mom used to tell me like, oh yeah, back then they used to like prescribe like cocaine and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how fucking old are we?
That was like Freud. That was his deal. Was he would mostly prescribe cocaine and masturbation.
I mean, yeah, okay, I could see that. That's pretty cool. I mean, in Red Dead 2, you can eat cocaine gum to increase your dead eye.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Which, by the way, I finally finished, Alex.
Hell yeah, dude.
I finished.
I'm so happy you played it.
Dude, oh my God. I'm done with it, and like I'm still playing it.
Hell yeah.
Because I streamed the whole thing on twitch.tv/officialjoeyc. But I'm still doing all the rest of the side quests, and oh my God, what a fucking great game, dude.
Spoilers, absolute Red Dead spoilers. Skip ahead a couple minutes. Speaking of tuberculosis.
Yep.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry because I was on stream, but I did feel the tears in my head to where if I wasn't streaming, I probably would have cried. I've never experienced a piece of media like a video game, let's say. Like movies, main characters die all the time, right? Like that's pretty common stay in some movies. But in a fucking video game, bro, that's crazy. And I don't like John, for the record. I miss playing as Arthur, and I can't ever do it in that save file again.
So, okay, two things. Quickly on John. You played Red Dead 1, though.
I didn't beat it, but I played it a lot.
So, I think the thing with John that's complicated is, like, I played the second game before I played the first game and didn't really know anything about the first game. So, when Arthur dies and you get stuck playing as John, there's kind of that feeling of, like, why do I care about John? That is very much for the people who played the first one originally. And then you're kind of tying up the story, so people already have that connection with John. But as somebody, I know for me, as somebody who didn't play the first one, it was like, well, why do I care? Still a great story, but it was like much less interesting. For Arthur dying, so the first time I'd ever played it, it was the first like real narrative video game I'd ever played. Like I played GTA 5, but it's like that's kind of not the same, right? It's more like an action movie than anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the action comes before the story.
100%.
Yeah.
So the first time I played Red Dead, I didn't have the experience of like playing a game like that to kind of know what was happening as it was happening. So Arthur dies and like the whole thing happens, and I was like, well, that's not it, right? That can't be. And like it was just kind of almost like denial of like, well, that's not how video games go. That can't. And I was like, so then you just get thrown into being John. And I was like, I don't. And I just like couldn't. I like didn't have time to process what had happened. I played the second time and I was like, all right, I already know the whole story. My second playthrough was so much more enjoyable.
Really?
Yeah, because like I took time to actually like enjoy the world more and not just go from like story mission to story mission.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't do that at all. I've, as you know, I've played video games my whole fucking life. So like side quests are like the big thing for me. So when and plus I was streaming the entire game, right? So I was doing every single side quest I could find. Like before I would do a few story missions in the chapter that I was in. And then I would go off and do like the vampire quest or the serial killer quest or the find all the UFOs or find the dinosaur bones or you know, do the wolf guy that hides in a cave and do all those fucking things. And then like periodically go back into a story mode. And that's why it took me like my save file has like 5 days played on it. That's why it took me like 5 days of playing to actually beat the game, cuz I like really took my time. And I told that to some of our mutual friends who also played the game, and I was telling them like, let's say about the vampire side quest, and they're like, what the fuck do you mean the vampire side quest? I'm like, did you fucking do any of the side missions? And they're like, no, I only did the story. I'm like, dude, the better part of the game is in the side quests.
I really enjoy. So some of the bigger side quests, like I had a hard time. Like I was cheating. I'd like know about a thing, go try to find it, couldn't find it, and I would just like Google it. It's just kind of like, hey, where do I find this thing? And then I kind of enjoy it that way, like, which still worked for me. I still really enjoyed it. Never got to the vampire, and I had seen about the serial killer just like on social media and stuff, and it was like I was like, yeah, that's a little dark for me, so I stayed away from the serial killer one.
Oh wow, dude,
but I did like the time traveler one, all the legendary
Francis
animals, dude. It's such a great game, and then you can just roam around and shit just happens in front of you. It's great.
That's so cool. The legendary animal, like I did the grizzly bear.
Yep.
Because that thing was huge. And then I found out about the bull gator, and I killed the bull gator. That big motherfucker. That was fucking awesome. The thing that I was doing through my playthrough was I had a rule. I'm not Googling anything. That's why I would text you and be like, hey, Alex, have you ever heard of like a lake with a tree in it? And you'll be like, oh, dude, yes, I've seen that. That's in the north part of the map. Because I wanted to play it as I would play video games as a kid. Because like, yeah, we had Google, but like I didn't have a fucking computer in my house at that point. So like I had to rely on like my friends on the school bus to tell me like, oh dude, I went to the north part of the map and I found a guy building a robot and the robot kills him, you know? So like I played through the entire game like that, and that was fucking awesome. The only thing I looked up was the time traveler quest where you had to find the murals on the rock, because I really wanted to do that quest because that specifically ties into Grand Theft Auto 5 with the Epsilon program. So that was the only thing I Googled in the entire game, and I'm very proud of that.
Hell yeah. What are you playing right now?
Right now, I'm playing Kerbal Space Adventure. I don't know if you saw my stream, but I dressed up as a astronaut.
Okay.
So because during the Red Dead stream, I had a cowboy hat behind me. I don't know if my camera can see that on Grimace. And somebody suggested like, oh, I should play Kerbal and buy an astronaut outfit. And I was like, oh, that's a fucking funny idea. So I've been playing that a shitload. That is a super, super complicated game. And then I just got over a stim, so to say, of TCG Card Shop Simulator. I played that for like fucking days on end, bro. And I basically did everything in the game. So at this point now, I'm just trying to find my next stim game. I don't know what that's going to be. I did replay through Firewatch. I remember I told you to play that game. Dude, that game fucking rocks. I love that game. So other than that, I'm in between games right now. You know, like people who don't have jobs, they're like, I'm in between jobs right now. I'm in between games right now, and jobs for that matter. But that's a story for another day. You know what I'm saying?
Priorities.
I'd like to ask you the same thing. That's not my question, by the way.
I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now, and it fucking rocks. I'm like not quite halfway through it. It's another open world game, and I'm still kind of like learning how to actually play those. Cause like this one, like there's different parts of the map you can go to, and it'll say like pause your current thing to start a new thing, and it's like, well, I don't know if that's how you do that or not. And so like I'm like kind of picking and choosing which parts of the map I go to and what missions I do and stuff. But it's fucking sick. You're a samurai, and you're just killing a bunch of people, and it rocks.
One of my viewers bought that game for me because they want me to stream it. So that game is definitely on my list of games to play. But I've heard really good things about it.
Between you and me, it might be the inspiration for this year's softball video.
Oh.
I might do like a samurai old like Kurosawa movie type of style for the video.
Oh, you know what? Because last year's was Red Dead themed.
Red Dead inspired Western bigger bucket, right? So I played Red Dead, and then I watched a bunch of Western movies, and that was kind of the inspiration for last year. And so this year I've been watching a bunch of old samurai and ninja movies and playing Ghost of Tsushima, and I think that's going to be the inspiration this year.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Now, feel free to cut this out, but when is the game?
So I'm still waiting on a couple people to actually like confirm and respond, but as of right now, I believe June 6th, the first Saturday in June. So I gotta fucking text some people and book a flight and get out there. But yeah,
I am very much looking forward to that.
good deal, man. I wanted to do it earlier in the year this year because we had some issues just like getting people to show up last year. It's like, hey, like, let's try to make this happen a little faster, and like in a part of the year where people probably won't have other plans and stuff. So
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's because we do it in July usually.
yeah.
Now, in order to save some camera battery, let's move on to some questions here.
Let's do it.
I'm slightly concerned about my camera battery here.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You know what, Alex? I think I'll go first.
Please.
Here, because I got a good question because I was thinking about this earlier. Now, if you could pick anything in the world to receive for free for your whole life, what would it be? And choose wisely. Okay?
So if I get the thing,
Or the service.
Okay, interesting. Does any expenses that might come with that thing also be free, or will I have to like pay on the future of if I get the thing, do I have to pay taxes on the thing? Do I have to pay for repairs on the thing? Do I have
yeah, like everything else is in place except for the thing.
The actual thing. Okay, interesting. Cuz like I think that eliminates like housing. Like, you know, oh, let's get a mansion, but then like you have to pay for the mansion in the long term.
That's fair. That is to be considered, right?
So then I'm leaning more towards service than object.
Okay.
And my gut reaction is a private chef. Someone to do all my shopping and cooking for me. I think that would be.
Now keep in mind though, in that scenario, you would still have to pay for the food.
But I wouldn't have to pay to have the person cook for me.
That's true.
So I'm just buying groceries. So my grocery bill slightly goes up, but I'm getting better food and probably better, longer leftovers. Yeah, fuck it. Private chef is my. I'll keep thinking about it, but a private chef feels like a good answer.
That is a much better answer than I had, because my initial thought was food, right? Like food, any food I wanted for free, but I'd have to go get it, right? Like McDonald's. Free.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I'm saying? But the more I think about it, and the more how I view the world, I would have to say probably housing.
Just generically. So instead of like a house, it would just be like your rent is paid.
Yeah, like my rent or like a house. But then again, I have to keep in mind like, oh, I got to pay taxes. Okay, well, the money that I'm saving on buying the house, I could pay for taxes, right? You know, because you got to pay that every year. You got to pay your property taxes. But like as of right now in my life, like I don't want to say a car, right? Because then like I feel like the bigger chunk of my bills is like housing. So like if I could pay for like if my rent is covered, that's like everything else is like a fucking bonus. Because if all else fails, you got a place to live. And like, even if I couldn't afford food, I'd go to my family's house. I go to my friend's house. They're not going to deny me food. What are they going to kill me? You know?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I also wonder if, I feel like a service is the better like loophole answer to this than like an object. So I was thinking maybe something like clothes wise, like you have like a stylist who buys the clothes for you, and you know what I mean. But I guess you're buying the clothes. Like a Stitch Fix situation. My answer is Stitch Fix.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ. It just depends on where you're at in life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you think to get anything for free for the rest of your life, it's a private chef, you must be doing pretty good.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm unemployed, right? So all my money comes from video, right?
Yeah.
So like, if my biggest expense is rent, why would it not be that? You know what I'm saying?
So would you say rent? Is this like rent for life? So you can move out of your apartment, go get a way nicer place, and that rent's paid for?
Yeah.
Oh, then done, easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
bro.
work. That's the workaround around just like a house.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
like no, like I'll just my rent for a fucking penthouse is paid for versus.
Yeah, because you don't have to pay property taxes when you're renting. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you'd want a house, and I wouldn't be opposed to getting like a smaller house with manageable property taxes. You know what I'm saying?
That was the most
Because
boring
then
thing you've ever said to me.
I know, but then I could do whatever the fuck. I could build a fucking mini ramp in the living room if I wanted to.
There you go. There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? So I think that would be my answer is rent or just housing in general.
I think you're right. I think housing's the answer. Because, like, that was why I asked the question about, like, expenses. Like, I would just take a house. But the workaround there is obviously just, like, rent. And, yeah, so I think you have the right answer.
And I think a lot of people would agree with that, too. Because, like, I think if housing is, let's say, this might be a ridiculous percentage, but let's say if housing is 50% of all your bills, why the fuck would you not do that? Because if you can only get one in this scenario. Food is like negligible compared to your housing bill.
Is there some sort of workaround here for like medical expenses so that you can just go do whatever you want and as long as it falls under like the bucket of like medical? So you just go get like massages all the time and you just go get like, you know what I mean?
I guess you could, but like I wouldn't pick that,
Yeah, but like you'd be paying rent, but you'd be like a super healthy guy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't buy health though. As Pusha T once said, as Steve Jobs, wealth don't buy health. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing about the American healthcare system.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. Yeah, I think housing's the answer.
I think most people would agree. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with that.
Let us know in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe button.
You know what? I quit this podcast now, specifically just hearing that there. I think that's
ring that bell. Yeah.
Oh my God, if I hear that one more time. You know
ring
what?
That bell.
I literally say subscribe in my videos like twice a year, right? And it's gotten me pretty good. I'm at 5,500 subscribers. I'm good on that, right? I'm good on that. I'm not saying that shit, all right? Hang on.
Remember before
Okay.
What did YouTube, it was like before likes, it was like it was a rate and subscribe.
No, it was there was favorites. Do you remember favorites? It was like like, favorite, and subscribe. And you know what's so funny about that is one of our mutual friends who also does YouTube, like literally last year still said favorite the video. And I'm like, dude, that's such an outdated term that outs you as a millennial, dude.
Calling them hits instead of views.
Yeah, I got 200 hits on the video, dude.
Dude, remember when like early internet, when like you get like 5,000 views on a video and it would put you on the news?
Yep. Good times.
And now it's like, 5 million is just like, meh.
Dude, literally, I got 1 million views on a short.
Whoa.
And not on my channel when I was with the fuck ass company who shall not be named, and I got 1 million on it, and I literally was like, okay, which is crazy.
Yeah, but that's
That's
also less
crazy.
like your content if it was for them.
I mean, I made it,
Yeah, but
start to finish. It was my idea.
do you think I'm probably gonna cut this joke? Do you think is backed by Israel?
Alex, you have to.
Yeah, I'm
fucking
cutting
cut
that
this
joke.
joke.
I'm 100%
But
cutting
listen,
that joke.
They
Holy
are
shit.
100% cut that. And matter of fact, I want you to delete this footage for what I'm about to say. They're fucking. You know this? Like they're owned by.
Yeah.
So please cut that joke.
I'm gonna leave this whole thing in, but just cut the audio, so it's gonna be like 3 whole minutes of just silence and us.
Yeah, and they're gonna
us
fucking
giggling.
lip read us, and then we're
No,
gonna
it's
get
chill.
shut down.
No, it's fine.
All right, we're gonna come back here. Right. Oh, whoa! What the fuck happened? We went through a tunnel, dude.
Losing service in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah, that would suck. One time I was interviewing Scott Baio, the actor, for a job that I shall not be named. Cool dude, super fucking Republican, so fuck him. But he was a nice dude to me. He lost service in the middle of the interview, and I'm like, great. The one time I interviewed like a fucking C-list, B-list celebrity is when he fucking loses service. Side note, I turned off my AC unit to film this episode. I'm fucking dying here, bud. So I need you to
Turn it
fucking
back
ask
on.
a question.
Turn it back
okay?
on.
I'm not doing it.
I did a job interview one time, and I'm convinced I did get this job. What I could have had this job, and I declined after the test edit. Anyway,
Okay.
I did an interview, and it was just gonna be a virtual interview. So like I've got like a collared shirt on, and then just like pajama pants underneath.
Yep, that's kind of what I'm doing now.
I go to set up. You just have no pants at all.
Yeah, no pants.
Winnie Pooh in it. So I'm like, my computer was fucking up. It was like not doing the thing correctly. So I jump on Caitlin's laptop, and I could get like the internet working, and I can get into the meeting, but the camera wouldn't turn on. So I'm in the meeting with this guy with no camera, and like we're trying to troubleshoot it. I'm like talking to him on Caitlin's computer, over here trying to make my computer work. It was a fucking disaster. So then I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to do it on my phone. And then I did it on my phone, and it was like the quality of the video was awful. And he was like, I can't hear you. I can't hear it. And somehow I still got offered to do like a test edit and get the job.
Wow.
But I passed on the job because it was an editing gig for like a sports company, and I would have been covering the Indiana Pacers, the basketball team.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is fucking sick. It's like I get to just make videos about basketball. They didn't want to pay me. Their whole so instead of getting paid hourly, salary, or like per video,
Contracted. Yeah.
they were gonna give me a cut of
Oh,
whatever the
fuck.
video makes on YouTube.
Yeah, fuck that. Never ever do that shit.
And I was like, okay. And I read the email, and then I like went to their YouTube channel, and most of their videos got like 1,000 views. And like, you know what I mean? Like you're not making money on this.
You're gonna make like literally $5 a video, if that.
And the other part of the hustle was they were like, yeah, and then if you promote merch and the merch sells, you get a cut of that. And I was like, yeah, guys, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, not a chance.
Yeah.
I actually just recently turned down a job, and then we'll get into your question. But I just recently turned down a job where it paid pretty good, but the way they measured success was by how many videos you had go viral for them. So like, yeah, it could pay good, like a good salary, but you're not going to last because you're not going to have any videos that go fucking viral about whatever fuck ass like topic they have, right? So like 50,000 views isn't viral, right? You could get 50,000 views. You're not going to do well in their eyes. And I literally declined the job and said, I was professional. I said something along the lines of like, hey, the animal that is I can't remember the word I use,
Virality.
Virality or whatever.
Which is also more like viral as in like sterile or viral. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I don't even.
the right use
I
of that
Googled
word,
it.
but
I googled the fucking word. Did not use AI, by the way. Fuck AI. If you use AI, you're a fucking loser. Um, and I said like you can't. No one fucking knows. Nobody knows. Anybody who says they know how to make a video go viral is a fucking liar. And I said that professionally, and they never emailed me back. I'm assuming they opened it and said, "Nope, we're gonna move on to the next fucking fool." So, but I was glad to turn down that job. Now, Alex, it's getting real hot in here, so let's hear your
it's
question.
getting hot in here. Yeah. Joe, my question for you this episode. If you had to lose one external body part, what would you choose to lose?
I got a great answer for you. I got the fucking the best answer there ever was ever. I got the best one. I'm deaf in my right ear.
Really?
Just get rid of my right ear. What do you mean, really? You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Wow. Yeah, I'm completely deaf in my right ear.
Did something happen or?
Yeah, it's something with when I was born, like something with the ear canal like fused shut or something like that. I
Weird.
really don't understand it, to be honest with you. But I can't hear out of my right ear.
Wow.
So I'll just get rid of that, and then I'm golden. I just don't have an ear. I'll just wear a bandana all day long or a hat. Nobody will see my ear, right? And then I have my arms and my legs. I can jerk off both hands. I can still skate. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I got a loophole, bro. If you were to answer that, you got to sacrifice something. I don't got to sacrifice nothing because I already don't have hearing. You know?
So I could be wrong because I'm not smart, but the external part of your ear is not super important. Like you could lose like just the physical outside part of your ear and still hear. It wouldn't be as good, but like I think the internal mechanisms are more important than this stupid guy on the outside.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point.
But it would make for a fun like story. It'd be a good icebreaker at parties.
It'd be like, yeah, this guy came up to me and held a gun to my head and said, "You got to lose one body part. What is it?" And a guy chose my ear.
Back in the day, they would put those like horns up to their ear. Like, what?
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, you just shove that in the hole.
Oh, dude, you're fucking editing this so I can make you do work. Put that fucking photo of the guy from Wild Wild West with the horn in his ear. Hang on. Just hang on.
There he goes. I'm always nervous when Joe runs off the show. Like whenever he disappears from the camera, I don't know what's gonna happen next, and it's pretty nerve-wracking. Oh, hey, he's back.
This fucking guy. He's got a horn in his ear, right? I'll show you, Alex. He's got a horn. You can't see it because it's out of focus, but that's the guy from Wild Wild West.
Got it. I also like the idea of like if you have just kind of a hole in the side of your head, you use it as like an extra pocket. It's like, all right, phone in the front right, wallet in the back right, and then keys in the ear. Like
that's it'd be an interesting AirPod fit.
So okay, good. Here's another question I could have asked you. Just real quick, how do you use your pockets? I go phone in the front right, wallet in the back right, keys and earbuds in the front left.
I do. If I have my keys, phone, and wallet, I do keys front right, wallet back right, and phone back left.
You do phone in the back.
Yeah, I have always done that.
Oh, I'm scared of that because I don't want it falling out.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So I go in the front pocket so it stays put.
I usually always wear pants, right?
Oh, yeah. I would hope so if you're leaving the house.
Well, they did over shorts, right? I am wearing shorts right now, but when I leave the house, I always put the phone, and then I have the pop socket so it kind of grips the denim, kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good question, actually. I like that question better than the appendages.
Phone in the front right, keys in the front left, wallet up my butt.
Exactly. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. You know what I'm saying?
So my quick instinct was to say nipples for this one because like who needs them?
Is that an appendage?
No, I said external body part. I didn't just body part in general.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, but you'd look fucking mighty weird without any nipples, bro.
But I feel like you know how like different celebrities just kind of have like their look, you know? I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be the no nipples guy. I feel like it'd put me on a magazine or something.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably scare kids if they did that. So
I'm usually not shirtless around kids.
no, well, I'm
So,
saying if they put you on a magazine, bro, the no nipple man, bro, and magazine is
the
a
no
dying
nipple
medium.
man, they read a creepypasta about me.
Bro. Like he'll fucking come at you in the middle of the night without any nipples.
No nipple man.
You know, trying to steal yours. He tries to steal your nipples to put him on his nipple belt, like Ed Gein.
Remember Sky High when they would like pitch their superpowers? And it was hero sidekick. It's just me walking up. It's like, I ain't got no nips, dog. That's the whole fucking thing. I can't fly. I just got no nips.
That's you know, I don't know what good you would cause, but
It hero sidekick. And then I say I ain't got no nips. He goes, meet me in my office. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like nips, or then if we're gonna say like actual like limbs, if you let's make it limbs. If you had to lose one of your 4 limbs, which would you pick?
Probably my left arm.
I think that's
like
the obvious answer, right?
yeah, I still want to skate and walk, right?
Losing a leg would be awful. No offense.
Yeah, because I want to walk and skate, and then like I jerk off and do everything with my right hand. You know, I feel like my quality of life wouldn't go down that much, except I wouldn't be able to like do a monkey bar or like crawl up the stairs. You know,
How often are you doing monkey bars, dog?
Well, you know, when I work out in the park.
The 3 examples you gave are jerk off, skateboard, and monkey bar. I know
Well,
that
those
I
are
know
the
that you
holy
skateboard a
trinity.
lot. I
Yeah?
assume that you. How often are you monkey barring, dog?
I like every time I see a thing of monkey bars, I got to pull over and do them. You know, it's how I keep my physique, Alex. It's how I keep my physique.
Every time I see a thing of monkey bars, I just kind of drive by, be like, "There they are," and then I keep going.
Yeah, I go do them, dude. And then when I crawl up the stairs with my hands and feet, you know, how am I gonna get upstairs?
You know those people that travel to just go see like every one of these in the world. It's like you just drive around to swing on every set of monkey bars in the country.
You know what? I think that's a great goal. That's my 2027 goal right there.
I couldn't do monkey bars as a kid.
Dad, I was and still am very athletic.
I was fat. So like I would like hang, and then that swingy move was like, it was hard because I was
Oh, I was like I was the king. Still am the king of the monkey bars, dude. Matter of fact, when I get off this, I'm going to the park and doing some monkey bars.
king of the monkey bars. Isn't that what they called the guy from the Taliban or Al Qaeda? Remember the terrorists used to do videos and it was all monkey bars. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody's got to look out for Al Qaeda, and then it was like grainy fucking camcorder footage of them doing monkey bars.
Well, they were just showing off their strength, you know? Their upper body strength. It's very important in your workout, you know what I'm saying?
I really love the idea of just a bunch of terrorists out in the middle of nowhere, and they're like, guys, if we're gonna beat the Americans, the one thing we have to be good at, don't worry about how to shoot a gun, don't worry, just monkey bars. They're all shredded from like their shoulders and their traps are just ripped.
Yeah, dude, exactly. That's the goal right there.
Is that what happened to the guy the on 9/11, the plane that kind of crashed in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania? He just wasn't good enough at the monkey bars part.
Well, he didn't have the upper body strength to hold the thing.
Yeah.
I should have did the monkey bars.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like it's
that's
just
gonna get us canceled.
I like picturing it like in a movie, and it's just like a hard cut flashback to like his dad being like, "You gotta work on the monkey bars. I don't need the monkey bars, Dad." Yeah. Yeah.
That is such a Family Guy joke.
And then-
Oh my god.
This is like this is worse than the time I didn't practice the monkey bars, and then you're more useless than the terrorists who can't do monkey bars, and then yeah.
That's actually really funny. You should contact Seth MacFarlane right now and tell him that.
Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of the 9/11 flights.
I did know that. Yes, I did know that, which is wild, dude. Could you imagine? Wow. I'm glad he wasn't. Good
Are
conversation.
you not sure?
No, I don't know. It's hot. I'm sweating. This episode is over.
This is worse than that time I had to do a podcast with Elex.
That's right. And it's just my phone blowing up. Hey, when are we recording? I don't know.
Hey, man. You know, when's the last time we recorded? It was me, you, and Nick in like fucking.
What day is it?
2016.
June? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't fucking know, dude. This episode is over. What the fuck are you still watching, dude?
It's fine.
No, fuck this. You know what? Hey,
smash that
favorite,
like
and
button.
subscribe.
Favorite
Exactly.
and subscribe. Give us a million hits.
Add it to your watch later playlist and like and you know what? Don't do any of that.
Ring
Don't
that
fucking
bell
do it.
and yeah.
We're not doing any of it. All
Dang.
right, just subscribe to Elex. That's all you need to do. Right? He needs it.
Whoa.
YouTube.com/Elex Caro.
Whoa.
Oh, you don't want me to promote your fucking channel,
No,
Alex?
it's just the he needs it part was unnecessary.
Am I wrong?
He needs it more than I do.
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
No, Walter, you're not wrong.
You're out of
just
your
an
element,
asshole.
Donnie. You're out of your
You're out of your
goddamn element.
I am the walrus. See, I can get you till by 4 p.m. We just fucking start quoting Big Lebowski. Jesus Christ. Great movie, by the way. Go watch it.
Yeah, don't
Alex,
watch any more of the podcast. Stop what you're doing. Go watch The Big Lebowski.
Exactly.
And go practice some monkey bars.
Yeah, that's this episode has gone off the fucking rails, bro.
Can that be our next episode? Is like just us on the monkey bars. It's like trying to hold a conversation on the monkey bars.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
Can we host a podcast on a set of monkey bars?
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out to you really quick. Would you ever want to do a live episode of this podcast, like in front of an audience?
Alex, in what world would you think anybody would ever come out to see us?
You'd be surprised what people are willing to pay for. As somebody who's doing like amateur improv shows in Chicago, you'd be surprised what people are willing to pay for.
If you get an audience, yes, but you're never going to get an audience.
Random question live from the Annoyance Theater. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
I'll fly out for that.
You would?
Yeah, fuck yeah, you shit me. I'd fly out to just do a show.
How small of an audience would you be willing to come out and do it for?
15.
Oh, Joe, I could do that. That's how many people I got coming to get drinks on my birthday. I could do that in a heartbeat. Are you kidding? Joe, I could.
All right. I changed my answer. 50.
That's a good challenge. I bet you I could get us. I bet you we could fill a room of 50 to do this for an hour.
Not a fucking chance.
I'm taking it as a challenge.
I'm 100% doubting you right now.
I'm gonna make it happen. When I send you the fucking poster for it in a week,
I'll fly out for it. I
right.
will fly out for it.
Done deal. Consider it done. This is worse than when I flew to Chicago to do a podcast.
That's fucking horrible. Well, you heard it here, folks. It's never gonna fucking happen.
It's never gonna happen.
Mark my words.
We're gonna make it happen, dude.
It's not gonna fucking happen. Well, Alex, it's been fun asking you random questions. I'm gonna fuck off and go turn my AC on and I don't know.
Do your thing, dude. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Alex. Subscribe to Alex. He needs it. Goodbye.
Bye.